Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you all are having a fabulous start to the day so far. What you are going to notice in a few spots is a little bit of additional cloud cover this morning. This is as we have some of those low clouds mixing in with even a small chance of rain for areas out toward the mountains and foothills. But you can see high pressure still going to keep things relatively calm here as we go throughout your Saturday. So I don't think you need to be worried about any kind of rain. Overall, a really nice day ahead. And actually it's going to continue all the way through the weekend. So of course we're starting off in the 50s this morning with some clouds, but look at the afternoon forecast. It looks amazing. Mid to upper 70s, a mixture of a few clouds out there. Tomorrow even a little bit warmer into the 80s, and see that small limited potential for rain. That's actually as a weak cold front's going to pass through the area, mainly Sunday, but it brings a reinforcing shot of some of that fall-like air. So if you are liking the fall air we've seen the last few days, you're going to like this forecast for Monday and even into Tuesday as things get a big old check mark from us here in the Carolinas. Of course, it's going to be absolutely fabulous as we head toward that time frame. Now, I do want to point out, though, if you are heading toward maybe the beach this weekend and trying to enjoy some of that beach weather before things typically do turn a lot cooler, we do still have those elevated rip currents, moderate to high, all across the Carolina coastline. A lot of this is still from Fiona, of course, making landfall in Canada earlier last night as a hurricane. Now it's become post-tropical. So just be aware of that if you do have plans to head toward the Carolina coast. And speaking of Fiona, we do still have to talk about this, right? I gave you a big update on Ian, but let's talk about the other systems in the tropics. Fiona, of course, a big system. Look how the cloud cover from the system still across portions here of Maine and the United States. Of course, making landfall in Canada late last night as a hurricane, now becomes post-tropical. What does this mean? Essentially, it's still just as strong as a hurricane, right? You can see those winds at about 85 miles an hour, which keeps it a category 1. But now it's lost its tropical characteristics, and it's going to be a really strong low pressure system as it continues that trek northward. Second system let's talk about is Tropical Storm Gaston, still out in the central part of the Atlantic. At this point, no threat, as it does expect to become post-tropical later on this week. We'll be watching that leftover energy to see if it could get picked up by something else, but at this point that looks minimal. Then Hermine, the storm that actually formed yesterday afternoon right off the coast of Africa, no threat. Again, we'll keep an eye on this leftover energy, but no issues for us. It's Ian that we have to watch. And then last but certainly not least, new tropical wave just coming off the coast of Africa. Low chance of development at this point. Again, no threat. Just wanted to give you an update on the other crazy systems that we have going on in the tropics, because there's just so many right now. Again, Ian is the main one that we're watching for a potential Florida landfall mid next week. But beautiful weather this weekend across the Carolinas. Pleasant today, stray shower tomorrow, and then that reinforcing shot of cooler air Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It'll be picture perfect before the return of some rain late Thursday and into Friday. We'll be right back.